Hello and welcome to another lesson where we're going to talk about patterns in preparation for algebra. So here we have 5 red beads. We also have 5 white beads. We can call this an abacus or our virtual wrecking wreck. A wrecking wreck is an abacus that has 5 red beads and 5 white beads. I cannot move my red bead across over my white bead, so that the white beads are always going to have 5 and my red beads are always going to have 5. We always move our numbers together. The reason being is because it makes for fast counting. If I want to make a number and I move my beads, I'm going to have to move everything across. Our white beads cannot overtake our red beads, so this helps us when we count in fives. So let's go. 5 plus 5. There's always going to be 10 beads. I want you to remember that. Now let's make a number. On this side we can count 5, 6, 7. Our number is 7. The reason I knew this was 5 and I didn't count it is because I put trust in my abacus. I said this is 5, so that must be 6, 7. We need to trust that this number is always going to be 5 because we have 5 red beads, and this number is always going to be 5 because we have 5 white beads. So if I just bring over 2 white beads, I've just added 2 to my number 5. Let's make another number. How many beads have I on this side? And how many beads have I on this side? I usually have 5 red beads, and therefore I can use this fact to my advantage. I have added 1 red bead to the white beads. Therefore I know that I have 4 red beads. The reason I know is because I have 5 on this side and I have plus 1. This equals 6. Remember, our value of beads, 4 plus 6, is always going to equal 10. If I moved over my beads and I had 1 bead on this side and I had 4, 5, 9 on this side, my answer is always going to be 10. So let's continue to work on counting up from 5. This time, instead of having my value as 10, I now have 20 beads. So let's now make a number. I want to see, are you able to count this number quickly? Let's go. Okay, so we're going to count the number on this side. So we're going to say 5 plus 5 is 10. We know that's 10 because there's going to be 10 beads on each abacus and we have 20 altogether. And we know this is 5. So let's say 5, 6, 7. So let's add that. 10 plus 7 equals 17 because we have 0 units plus 7 is 7 and 110, 17. And that would make sense. Let's say 17 plus 3. 17 plus 3 equals 20. So we know that that number is definitely 17 because we have 3 left over. And if we check and add 3 to 17, we have 20. So we definitely have 17 here and 3 here. Let's try again. By using this technique of counting from 5 and counting onwards, we can really improve and speed up our counting. Now we have our number on this side. We can count this number by simply saying 1, 2. However, if we want to know what this value is, we can count 5, 6, 7, 8. If we add 2 plus 8, it equals 10. So that's definitely 2 and this is definitely 8. Can you see how we have certainties when we have 5 red and 5 white? We know that if one number is, say for example 3, then the other number has to be 7. And if one number on one side is 5, then the other number must also be 5. If you have an abacus at home, it can be very helpful when it comes to counting and doing your homework and your math sums in school. So I would really advise trying to use an abacus where possible because it can really help improve our counting. And we want to know 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once we know that's 5, we just count on. Well done and keep up the great work.